Okay, on Facebook.
Good evening all. If you're with us this morning, welcome back. If you're just joining us, welcome. It's Wednesday night, it's 7 p.m. and we're about to start our second edition of our Argentine Tango, relating it to the Argentine Stroll, the sequence dance that some of you definitely do. Tonight we'll possibly just walk through the first part that we did on Monday quite quickly and carry on and add some more for you. Shanna there is just checking everything is working, and that people are coming on and getting through.
I think we're live, I think we're okay.
So, as ever, our house rules really. The first one, you do this at your own risk. It's a disclaimer there, we have to do it.
Yeah.
So what we want you to do, if you're joining us, and especially if you're going to dance, we want you to push everything back out of the way, the tables, the chairs, the sofas, avoid any slippery surfaces on the floor, any rugs or anything. If they're on laminate floors or so on, just make sure they're all out of the way. That any pets are secure, that they're not going to get in your way or they're not going to get hurt. Also have a drink on the side for yourselves because you're more than likely want one. And as ever, which is always important, through there on the left are ladies and gents toilets. So, right, you're checking are people coming on board, aren't
Yes.
you?
Do you want to say hello to those who've come on already?
I can.
Get ready to wave.
I'm going to wave.
On YouTube, this is very telling.
Mm-hmm.
Hi from Caroline and Bob in Norfolk. We enjoyed the Jitterbug stroll earlier, but ... So we're waiting for the ... Yeah. Sitting down with a glass of wine now, I suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's have a look.
While she's looking, I'll give you one or two little things about the Argentine Tango. Monday night we finished when we were just going into the 20th century, I believe. So Argentine Tango had been maybe for around about 20, 22, 23 years. At the beginning of the 20th century, it was starting to take off. It was still only danced by the working class, but what it was doing after those first 20 years, it was spreading out right across the Americas, into North America as well. Interest had started to come around very in small pockets in Europe, but once again, it was only by the working class. The middle and upper classes, it was far too sensual a dance for them to do at that present time. Okay, anyone?
Okay, a couple more on YouTube. Sue and Barry from Rosendale.
Oh, right, okay.
I think that's one of the first times I've seen them comment. They may have been watching, but we didn't know.
Yes.
Liz in Dublin, let's just come on.
Right. Hello,
And are you ready for the Facebookers?
Yes.
Get your hand ready to wave. Okay. David Smith.
Oh, evening, David. Yes.
Nigel says, Heidi hi.
Holy ho.
There we go. Andrew's on, hi all. Linford and Kathy.
Oh, good evening, Linford.
Gloria, I think from beautiful Budley Salterton, but she hasn't said it, but I'm sure that's where she's from. Matt and Joe back on. Cheryl and John from Exmouth. David and Adele. I'm trying to remember where you guys are from. I want to say Liverpool. Caroline and Bob from rainy Norfolk. Well, it rained all day here, but it's quite nice now. Just don't look at the garden with all the dandelion heads. Heather Rose from Peterborough. Stephen and Catherine are watching the Todds.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Todd.
Julian's watching again. Bernadette from Rotherham. Mary Reese is using a broom as a partner.
Do you know what?
I hope they leave well.
I've very often thought about doing that.
There's an answer to that, isn't there? Barbara and Jack.
Oh, good evening, Barbara
Ian and Christine, and they've said here they're going to give us some of their fat rascals. Yeah. That's just me saying that.
You just want a fat rascal.
You never know, like.
There you go.
Little wink. Let's have a look down. Pam and Jim are back from Vancouver Island.
Oh.
Katie and Ant. Celia's back again. Have you recovered from this morning, Celia? We had a good. It's one of the harder ones, wasn't it? The sections today. Carol's watching. Sandra and Trevor, I think, are from Essex. Carol's just said hello. We got here just in time.
Oh, good.
Okay, let's have a look at a few more
Right.
YouTube now. No, we can't miss anybody out.
Mm-hmm.
Shriyani from Durham. Oh, that's a nice name. What's that? Lyrios. Oh, Lyria. Oh, right. That's from John and Pat in Spain. Must be on a different email. Brian and Bronwyn from Scotland. Robert and Lindy from Brixham. Brenda and Michael are on, and she's still able to dance after the jitterbug this morning.
Okay.
It was a good workout, wasn't it, today?
Yes.
I needed to lie down after that. Hi. Oh, big hi from Tom in Sevenoaks. And Heather and Bert have just come on from Scotland. There you go. Hello, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. And
hope you're all well.
So, what we are about to do is we're going to walk through the first part, which we did on Monday night. We'll walk you through a couple of times, once and then back this way. So if you didn't manage to look in on Monday night, just go along with the second half. But if you've already danced the Argentine Stroll, then you should be fairly okay with this. What we will do this evening, we'll use the first part to look at the Argentine Stroll, and then we will add in the second half some proper Argentine Tango to it to show you how those moves would work. Because this has been danced, the Argentine Stroll, straight down the line of dance.
Yeah.
But what I can tell you, going down the line of dance is perfectly normal. But what you have to remember is that Argentine Tango, of which there are different types, mainly throughout the Americas, and certainly when Argentine Tango really took off from around about 1925 to 1956, in that period there, it was mainly what was called salon tango.
Yeah.
And that moved round the room anti-clockwise, just going around the line of dance, and it was bad form to go back the other way.
Oh, yes.
It really was. So what you had to do is that when you were doing certain moves, is that if it did move like a front ocho, then that's as far as you went, and you always made sure, or the leader had to make sure, that he was ready to make his next move down the line of dance. And the Argentine Tango is normally danced in what we would class 4/4 time. Now, coming back when Argentine Tango almost stopped in Argentina, at the time of the military coup for almost 20 years, when it came back again in the early 1980s, there was this rhythm called Tango Nouveau, which was actually danced and still is in 2/4 time.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now is our Argentine Stroll.
Yeah. So we're going to keep it very...
David's music.
Yes, sorry.
Yes, to David's music, which we used on Monday night, which is lovely to dance to. It's in sequence and fits really well, and it's a piece of music you will recognise. It's burlesque.
Yeah, we played it on Monday.
Yeah, and some might not have joined on Monday.
Ah, okay.
So, and he's done a wonderful job with this. It actually makes it worthwhile and enjoyable to dance to some Argentine tango. You okay with it? You're plugging it
It's typical, isn't it? It's just conked out, just as I was just about to come on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So the first part is going to be Argentine Stroll.
Yes.
So if you're after learning that and you're not as interested in the tango side of it, the Argentine Tango, then watch the first part. And then obviously, if you're really into the technique of the tango, that'll be the latter part.
Yes.
So hopefully, you can sort of gauge your area of interest.
So the first thing we're going to do is bring Shanna through. I'm going to switch her on.
Always
You're
worthwhile.
going to plug your...
No, it's okay. It just switched itself off.
Right.
I don't know why it does that.
There you go. You're switched on.
Thank you.
Right. Okay. So we're going to walk it?
Yes. I'm going to let you be in charge tonight.
Since when?
Because after doing the jitterbug stroll earlier, and all my knees are like, I've got big red marks here on my knees. My knees slapping.
Now, for those of you that know us too, and you come to classes with us, can you imagine her letting me be in charge? Yeah. So, from the beginning.
We're just going to do one walkthrough, aren't
Yes. Yeah. So, we're going to go slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, and.
Okay, we'll do it once more. So you can either join in if you know it, or you can have a little watch, up to you.
Ready, and slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, and. Okay, so for those of you that were with us on Monday night, hopefully you've got that. Any remarks coming in?
No, remarks at all about you leading, no. Okay, ready for music?
Dish them out.
No, it's just the last one I've seen there. It says, "Go for it, Phil." From Jade.
Who was that from?
Jade. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, music twice.
Yes.
So this is what we did on Monday. This is where we left it on Monday.
Yes.
Okie dokie. Right. Onward. Part 2. We're okay. Yep, all looks okay. So straight in, part 2.
So, part 2.
Where we've left it.
We've finished.
Let's make sure we can see the ocho.
Okay. So, the ocho. Now, leaders, we've got the hardest job of all here because we have to stand there and do nothing. Okay? Which is hard. Okay? Follower, you're taking 2 steps.
We're going to step forward on the left foot, only a small step, and then step to the side on the right, so you're facing partner parallel. So when we've done the ocho, you've got to make sure you're very much to leader's right hand side, so we've got potential to move forwards. So don't take a huge forward step, just think you need to end in front of them, so you want your left foot to mirror and be very, very slightly, if anything, to the right side of leader's right foot. So I make sure I end like a mirror version. Okay, that's the first 2 slows.
From there, we are both, leader on the right, follower on the left, going to take a step into fall away. Then we're both going to take a step to the side.
4 slow counts. Okay. Yeah, just to make sure this.
From the and, which is the ocho, we've got 1, 2, and we're facing each other. Now we're going to go into fall away with a step and step to the side. So, leaders, we've basically got 2 steps there, and followers have 4.
Shall we do it sideways?
We can.
So you can see.
Yes.
So I've done the ocho. You probably can't see me now, but don't worry. I'll come into view in a minute.
Yes. So follower is going to take 2 steps forward.
1,
2.
2.
Both now step into fall away.
3.
And then take a step to the side.
4. 4 slows. So, which one does leader start on? Which number? 1, 2, 3 or 4? Write it down. I'm going to come and have a look in a minute. Which one does leader start on? We'll do it again. I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, thank you.
Do it that way then.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done the
So
outro.
there's the and.
That's the and count.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, so we've got 4 slows. 4 slows. I'm going to see if anyone's... It might not even have come in yet.
So she's just having a look, and while she's doing that,
Well done, Pat.
I'll give you a little bit more history. From the early late 1900s, and just starting the 20th century, Argentine Tango, especially in the streets, was taking off. Right the way through till the early 1920s, it expanded rapidly. But it was mainly danced in music halls on the outsides of the cities and the towns where there was more...
Well done, Celia.
Sorry?
I'm telling them well done.
All right, okay. Where they could get more people. Inner cities then were quite packed, so most of the dance halls were on the outskirts. So from there, in the early 1920s, of course, what you had then, you had Argentine Tango,
well done, Gail.
You had 1920s Charleston, you also then still had the Viennese being danced and ballroom, and of course most of these dances were definitely being danced by the working class. Now, the middle and upper classes, they didn't get involved in these dances until they could see that there was money to be made. And that's when they'd say, oh, we can invest money in either a music hall or something like of that nature. So people will go to it, and that's where we will make our money out. So basically, if you had money, you could make money. But it was the working classes that were actually developing these dances. And as you can see, of course, that they were danced in the streets. They were danced in the music halls by the working class, so nobody ever went to a dance school or a dance lesson to learn these dances. They learnt off each other. And then, as you can imagine, through the 1920s, and when we were talking about the Viennese waltz last week, around about 1929, when those first books were starting to be written about technique, they were actually writing those books to take the middle and upper classes, what they were dancing, which was ballroom, they were wanting to take it away and put it up here, away from street dancing, away from the working class people.
Mm. It was the same with every rhythm.
Everything, really. It was being taken away from the working class. So, so people who could afford to do it could pay for it.
Mm.
Okay, ready?
Yes, one question about, thank you, Britt. It's great that you're asking questions. Don't worry about asking the questions. Handhold.
Oh, yes.
So we've done the into the ocho, is it? So we've done the hook.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
So that way, I don't know. So if we're going that way.
Okay.
So we've done the hook.
Mm-hmm.
We're in, obviously, the closed ballroom hold. As we're going round, I give a little push to get myself round on the ronde. Now, as I'm doing my side step, I'm letting this arm slide through to a double hand hold, which allows me to do my ocho much further away. If we were to keep the ballroom hold, I won't be able to get far enough away to come back in. With the styling that they're using, because obviously it's much like a sequence tango, sequence Argentine tango. So doing at arm's length allows me then to move back in with partner. So double hand hold, leader's palm up, followers palm down.
Also, Honeybun here made a significant comment that from, did you just come here?
Mm.
When we go to this step to the side here, okay, and then she can either do the hook or the high voleo.
Yeah.
She said that she can use her right hand to push herself off. And that's what she was doing. If you see my hold here, as she's taking off, I just bring my arm down to this level for her. What I'm not doing is pushing her. She's using my right hand and I'm keeping that nice and firm for her to push off. Okay?
Just offering resistance.
That's it. So what I'm not doing is pushing, but what I am doing is taking my body with her. My upper body rotating.
Yeah.
So she can push on that hand all the way around.
Yeah.
Now, if I don't turn, then she's got nobody to grab hold of.
Yes. It'll be progressive, I walk with somebody else.
And she's going against the line of dance, which isn't very good.
Yeah, true.
Okay.
So we've done our 4 slow counts. We'll just do that once more. I'm just really conscious that I'm not sure how far down they can see the feet. So ocho done. So forward, side, behind,
Right.
side. I think we're probably okay up to there. From there.
From there.
We do something completely different to each other now.
Right. Leader.
Yeah, do leader first.
Okay. Leader. If you just have to say you can't see my feet, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into fall away from here. So my right foot goes back and my left foot goes to the side. Now I'm going to speed up with a quick, slow. So I'm going forward on my right foot, forward on my left, then I'm actually going through to what we call a press line into my toe on this next step. And I'm turning to start to face diag centre. Okay?
I would say, just watching the camera, if you could do it this way.
Right, okay, so I'll let you see from my back as to where I'm aiming. There you go. Now I can do it this way, okay? So here, I'll keep this side of the door, okay? So I've gone into fall away.
That's number 3.
Step to the
Number
side.
4.
Now, 3 steps.
1,
Right,
2,
left,
press
right.
line. Now look at the direction of Phil's centre. This would be diag wall. Your centre is diag wall.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not line of dance. He's not facing line of dance. He's rotated 45 degrees to left.
Well, actually, if this is our line of dance now coming
Yeah.
back here,
Diag centre. I meant diag centre.
Diag
I've
centre.
just seen the sign behind
Yeah.
you. Yeah,
I
diag
would
centre.
diag centre.
Yeah.
There. And if you can see the way I have turned my body, I'm actually doing this for a specific purpose. It's if I step straight through there, which you see a lot of people do in this dance, there is no space whatsoever for the lady to execute her move. So with a gancho is what she's doing. I'm coming through this way to go into that press line. Now as I turn, I'm actually turning her body so her foot can come through there.
Yeah.
And I've made this gap here so her foot can come through. If I don't do that and I stay like this,
Just move back about 2 tiles worth. That's it. I've got you on YouTube now. Okay.
yeah. So if I stay like this and her foot comes through, it's more than likely going to bring tears to the eyes. Okay? There's not a lot of room there. Okay? So into that press line and we turn. And that's basically a move for any gancho, really, is to provide the lady with that space.
Can we just point out your front foot and just make sure you can see it on both? Can't quite see it. Yeah, you can see it on both. Just notice how far off the floor Phil has taken that heel of that front foot. So it's right off the floor, right into the knee, weight over it. Okay, it's really critical you take that heel off the floor.
Yeah.
Should we just do once more into it?
So we've got into fall away.
That's number 3.
That was
Number 4. Here we go. From a quick, slow knee.
And you also see that my back foot here, as I go into that press line, that if you can see my toes now, they're both facing the same way.
Yeah.
And that is helping me to give balance. So when we get into that position, and my partner actually does the gancho, what we did on Monday, we showed you about being on our own balance.
Yeah.
We should be on our own balance again. Okay?
Okay, so it's a quick, slow for leader. That would be travelling line of dance. That was me getting I keep seeing wall behind you.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll do it the line of dance the standard way at the moment. We've done our ocho. You won't be able to see my feet, but this is the bit we're particularly worried about. So we're going to do a forward and a side. The 3rd slow is the one in fall away. The 4th slow is the one to the side. We don't do it in a straight line. We're going to actually do another zigzag, but it's going to be in a quick, slow action. So we're just going to do forward and side, quick. Then we're going to step back, down line of dance on the left foot, slow. And then we're going to show you how to do a gancho properly and safely. Okay, so I've done the ocho, I do my forward and side, I do my fall away with partner, I do the side step, and as follow we're going to do forward, side, back. Forward, side, back. Okay, and really feel as though you're parallel backwards, so you're kind of perpendicular. Okay, with the shoulder line. I'll do it that way so you can see that way too. So we've done our ocho, so we've done our slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, forward, side, back. I'll do it one last go, I'll do it the line of dance way. So from the ocho, I'll try and come up a little bit further. So we've got our forward, side, back, side, forward, side, back, quick, quick, slow. Is that okay? Does that make sense? Hope so. Shall we dance it together?
Yes.
We'll do it 3 times. You can watch the first one maybe and then join in for 2 and 3. Or if you've got it, join in from the first one.
Going that way.
Yeah, we'll take our line of dance.
Mm-hmm.
So we've done our ocho. Don't worry that you can't see my feet at this point. So we're doing our 1, 2, 3, 4. From here, as we step through, we're going to go into the close ballroom hold again. So it's going to be quick, quick, slow. And now I'm not going to do the gancho unless I know I've got a safe place to do it. And we're going to go through that in shortly where you can really see it. Okay? Alright, do you want me to do it?
No.
Okay. I can get back up again. Okay, from that ocho, here's our second go. Ready, and slow, slow, number 3. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Okay, so I'm quite parallel, so my left side is to wall, my right side is to centre. Backing line of dance. Okay, one more go. Our third go. From that ocho, and 1, 2, 3, 4, quick, quick, slow. Okay, let us know. I'm quite keen to know if you're okay up to there. That's quite a critical point because I want to make sure we're okay before we go to that gancho.
Okay.
So just give you a couple of seconds. I'm sure Phil will give you another nugget of information while I just wait for your feedback to come through.
So as I said just a little earlier, the golden age of Argentine tango was from around about mid-1930s through to about 1956. In the time in Argentina when the era of Perón, Argentine tango was quite comfortably danced in the streets. It was danced everywhere. People felt quite comfortable. And then as you got then just into the 60s, from 60s through to the 70s, in the time of the military coup, it came to a point where people weren't allowed to do it. Dancing in the streets was stopped. The actual act of dancing was almost abhorrent to the coup. There was so much oppression there that Argentine tango was dying a death rapidly. And it wasn't until after the military junta at the start of the 1980s was sort of being dismissed out of the way, being dismantled, that Argentine tango started to take off again. And it was some of the old brigade of the Argentine tango, the real masters of it, went on a tour around Argentina and other countries in South America to try and start promoting the dance again. Okay?
Okay, I've only had hearts and thumbs up.
Oh, good.
Okay, so that sounds good. We had just a sprinkling, so I'm wondering whether people are quite enjoying just watching rather than that way.
Right, okay.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you just want to watch. So gancho time. This can go wrong, but when it goes right, it's pure tangos. It's pure Argentine tango. So we thought we would just look at this a little bit more depth.
What we'd like to say first of all is that when we start talking about the pure Argentine tango, we're actually really just touching the tip of the iceberg.
Oh yeah. But this figure in the stroll is an Argentine Tango figure.
It is,
in its own
yes.
right.
Mhm.
With the correct alignments and everything,
Yes.
pretty much. So we can use the technique directly on this bit.
Okay.
So should we do it sideways, which is the best way to do it? I think going that way,
Yes.
this way,
Oh, you want to do that
that
now?
way, this way. Going that way, yeah. They can see your legs.
All right, I think I've got enough room to go across.
Just a quick slow.
Right, just a quick slide. Okay.
So we've done quick, slow. Go.
Now, just hang on a minute. You know what you said at the beginning,
Sorry.
that I was going to run this.
Switch the mic off.
You can see it now. Okay, who's leading this?
Well, you need to do the gancho where they can see it.
Right, just
Yeah,
push it
afterwards.
off. Okay, yes, that. Yes, there's another. Yes, ready? And a quick, slow. Okay, that's the position for a gancho. Standard gancho.
So, ladies, it feels like a backward motion, and you should never flick your foot, ever. In fact, shall I do it so you can, well, that's it, yeah, that's it, perfect, you stitch like that one. Okay, so it's lady, I can't see now. So, what we want to do is to slide the foot in an arc, staying connected with the floor until you can feel the leader's thigh, and then flick. Okay, we are certainly not doing a kick back, that's just fraught with danger. So first of all, it also feels like I'm going backwards into it. So I feel as though I'm doing an arc on the floor. I get to about there, to be honest, I can see that far back, and I can feel that thigh, and I think I'm safe, I've got space, I've connected, I can't go any further with my thigh, so I'm not going to let this flourish, flick at the end. So if we just get into the gancho position. So I can feel that, okay, I'm going to slide it through, finding the space, and I can feel there's a connection there. Okay, so even if it's there, I just go, I can't see, so I'm just feeling my way through, and if I feel it's connected, then I do a little flick on the end. But I certainly don't go and just try and kick. Okay, should we try that?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want a bit of a run up? Do you want to do it that way?
Yeah, go on.
So just a quick slow, shall we?
Mm-hmm. Ready?
Yes.
Ready, and quick, slow, and.
Okay, should we do it a few times?
Mm-hmm. Ready, and quick, slow, and.
So if you see, I'm almost going backwards. There's a huge amount of rotation. So it's very much a backwards, it's a slightly diagonal feeling. If we took Phil away and I were to do it on my own, I would feel there. I would feel about a 45-degree angle. But I do feel my centre is moving away from my foot at the same time.
When I go into a gancho, and with this one down straight here, so I've done a quick, slow, I'm turning my body, and my body would be to diag centre. To me to execute this, because I've got to lead it, okay? In Argentine Tango, it's the man that's leading and initiating. So we'll talk about my foot shortly, but as I've got to position my partner so she can execute the gancho. So what I'm doing from here, I'm turning her. As I turn, I'm turning her so her shoulders are level with mine, okay? Now as I've turned her, there is now the position for her to do that gancho through there. If I kept her straight, then the chances are her foot's going to come straight into the back of my leg, so she's got to turn. That's the position, that's the movement. That's how the gancho is executed.
How it's executed safely, for sure. I'll just say this quick. From John George, Phil, always remember that the only time you will be right is when you admit you are wrong. That sounds like the voice of experience. Okay, so we're looking at how to do it safely and to do it authentically and to do it So it feels good as well.
Mm.
So you've got this momentum that has been created by the quick, quick, slow, and you want it to be like a nice flourish on the end.
Ready? And quick, quick, slow, and.
Okay, did you see how much rotation we have at the end? So it goes forward, forward, rotate on the end. Rotate and compress at the end.
Ready? And quick, quick, slow, and.
Okay.
Now, you'll notice when we set up before that we were both, even though it had been executed, we were both in our own balance.
Yeah. Yeah, we should do that and actually stop at the end. So we'll stop in the actual gancho position.
1, 2, 3, and.
So maybe that's a little exercise you can try at home and to see. I mean, we're very one side to the other, aren't we? My
Yes.
right side is really connected to your left side. There's a huge amount of rotation there. Again, it's not like ballroom. We don't want to be parallel shouldered all the time. We can rotate a lot in the Argentine Tango. Right, so we've put all that together.
Just one more thing.
Sorry.
Let's just do that once more. So from here, it's 1, 2, 3, and. So in that position there, so to make sure that I've got my feet in the right position, you'll see that my right foot and toe are up against the inside edge of my partner's left foot. Now, technically, this is called a parada.
Yeah.
Okay? That there. But what it does do, it also lets my partner know that I've actually done the parada.
Oh, I know where his leg is.
And she knows exactly where my leg is.
Yeah.
Okay? And doing that, I'm also in a position to make sure now that my partner's stopped because she can't move that foot in a parada, and I can now execute her body there.
Yeah. All about rotation. All about rotation. In a gancho.
Yes.
So, all the way through?
From the start?
From the start. Should we go with music?
Yes.
Should we do it 3 times?
3 times.
3 times from the start. At that point, we'll just take any questions you've got. If you want to do it again, we'll do it again. If not, we'll look at the hero. If anybody wants to stay on, please do. And see how an authentic, pure Argentine tango would interpret those figures that we do in a stroll. So it's, it's just a bit of interest, really.
Okay.
Okay, 3 goes?
Yes.
3 goes with music. Okay, here we go, guys. Yep. All the way through.
Slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, slow,
Here we go.
quick, slow.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. Quick, quick, slow, wand. 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 Here we go again.
2, 3, and slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, and
1, 2, 3, 4.
quick, quick, slow, and.
Let's go.
2, 3, and slow, slow, quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, 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 quick, quick, slow, and 1, 2, 3, 4, quick, quick, slow, and.
I feel like I've got to wait to the end of a phrase. There we are.
And you will notice there, if you were listening while you were trying to dance, is that gancho is executed with the foot coming through, and it matches her wand.
Yes, one.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, so we've got hearts coming up.
Good.
We've got probably about 10 minutes, something like that.
Okay.
Shall we just have a little explain? If at home you'd like to, you can join in if you want to, or you can have a just listen to it and then maybe try later. But what a hero is.
Yes.
Go on then, off you go.
A hero is spelled with a G. A lot of people, for the first time, see it written and pronounce it as gyro. It's G-I-R-O. And the hero actually goes round. You've got in Argentine Tango, there are two main heroes, one to the left and one to the right.
Yeah.
And as ever within the Argentine Tango, it's up to the man to actually initiate the move for his partner. And you can hear the sighs in the back. This definitely is a man's dance.
Oh, it is. No.
There's no question about it.
We do have a role to play, an active role, and
Yes,
I'm not being funny. We really do.
Mm.
That a man would initiate a move in tango now, and then the follower would read it, create something. It may not be what the man was expecting, but that's absolutely fine. And then the man would react.
Yes.
So it's like a constant play between you.
There's some people call it. There's almost like it's a really sensual dance from this hold here. This is sensual. This is a real sensual dance. But then when the man is starting to initiate something, okay, it can be as he offers the opportunity for his partner to do something. It can be then, as some people have called it, almost a little bit more of attrition, where his partner is executing something and the man is then waiting to see what she does, and all the while he's thinking, well, it might not have been quite what I was expecting her to do, but he's all the while thinking then, and watching what she's doing, ready to initiate something else.
Yeah, yeah.
So he's just not going to go, it's just, yes, because with 4/4, Argentine Tango is danced in rhythms of 16 bars and then into quarters of it. So the man will be listening to the music.
Yeah.
And the wonderful thing about Argentine Tango, you can dance to the music, you can dance on the one beat or the two beats, or you can ignore the music altogether.
Well, yeah.
To a certain extent.
Yeah, you dance to your own tune.
Yes, yes, you can, I don't like this, but it works.
So, just very mindful of time.
Just remember, Argentine Tango is that one dance where there is no routine.
Yeah, that's true.
There is Argentine Tango is not danced to a routine of any kind. There are certain moves, and I know when we teach sort of a bronze, silver and gold and above gold levels, and there are certain moves, and the idea of that is that you piece those moves together to execute the dance.
Yeah.
And it's to the man as to how he executes it, listening to the music and how one move would fit in with another.
Mm-hmm. Flow.
Yes, it is, yes. Salon Tango is very smooth. It flows. It's not jolted in any way, and it's certainly it's not didactic in any way like a ballroom tango. Argentine Tango flows and it's very smooth and keeps moving.
It's lovely.
Yes.
So, the hero. It's lovely. Sorry, my Welsh piano. So the hero.
Yes.
So if we use the stroll, which we now know, and then we're going to look at how you would use it in tango, Argentine tango. So if we would actually say, so if we were to go from the hook or the high below, whichever one you choose, from here, okay, so we come down on a slow. Now I've got a quick slow, but we wouldn't normally take it out in a linear fashion. We would keep this rotating, quick, slow, and same steps for me, slightly different for leader. Okay? You're thinking, what did you do then?
No.
I'm thinking, what did I do then? Okay, so from the hook line, I still put my foot down. Man is creating a saccada through my feet. he's putting his weight to it, which displaces my right leg. I'm still going to do behind, side, forward into an ocho, but instead of doing it against line of dance, I'm going to keep moving it round. Behind, side, forward, front ocho. Okay, so you've done it already, but we're now doing it in a circle. Do you want to explain? Leader steps are a bit different.
Leader steps here, we've actually gone into
I'll just check.
that step and a check, and our partner has done a hook or a hybaleo. Now then, as I start to turn here, I know that my partner, I'm leading her around to do that hero. But as I'm bringing her around, what I am doing, as Shanna's already said, I'm stepping through with my right foot and displacing her right leg through there. It's a positive step to Cicada. I'm stepping through, but my body is turning at the same time, so my partner can keep turning. And now, because I'm on the spot and my partner's coming round me in quite a tight circle, my left foot is in her way. So I am going to place all my weight into my right foot and let this ruler come right the way around.
Okay.
And then I'll draw this in so it's not in her way.
So in other dances we call that a ronde. It's the same thing. Argentine Tango, we just call it a rulo. It's the same figure. So do you want to just try that once more?
So the movement is in. Now as I bring my partner around, I'm stepping through the cicada, keep my upper body turning for her, and there's the ruler.
The big scoop round with your left foot as you rotate into the right. Okay, so now you've seen that individually, we'll just watch it again with the two of us. So from the hook line, we go slow, quick, slow, and. I'm sure you can do that pretty quickly, maybe not on carpet, might not be the best, but I think you're all capable very quickly of changing it from a linear figure to a rotational, if you wanted to have a try.
And you will know that here, when we had a slow. Now, in the Argentine Stroll, when I came out of this, I placed my foot flat on the floor. Now, if I do that in Argentine Tango, I cannot actually execute the cicada. So this time, as I'm coming out, I keep all my weight into my left foot, so now I can make that step. There's the next slow. Now, where Shanna is actually doing a quick slow, I'm doing two slows with the ruler.
Scoop, slow. That was well done on your own. Without me helping you go round. Let's try it again. So we've got our slow. You don't want to call yours out, I'll call mine out.
Okay.
So
slow. There's a slow.
Slow. Quick. Slow. And. Okay. Hope you like that. So, yes. We'll dance. I think we'll dance it one more fluidly.
Yes.
Yeah, just fluidly.
Okay.
So we've got our slow, quick, slow, and just the same timing as it was before.
Now
Okay.
you'll also notice here that we start this move in and being on gear hold. Now with Salon Tango, it's one of the permissible ways of dancing Argentine Tango, that you can go into that hold and you can come out.
Yeah.
So we start in a milonguera hold, a close road, but end up apart.
Yeah.
Because we move apart to execute the moves.
The frontaccio.
The frontaccio. So I've stayed apart because I know what I'm going to execute next. But because I've stayed apart and I've not come into that hold, my partner also knows that we're not going into a close hold. So, what's coming next?
Yeah. So what we've done up to now, we've done the hook. That has now become, rather than a zigzag or a ronde, that's become a hero to the right. Okay, we call that a hero to right. We do the frontaccio, and we're going to reverse it now and come out with a hero to left, using the same steps as the Argentine Stroll. So we're going to do the hero to right first of all again.
Okay.
So from the hook line, so we've got our slow, da, 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 back. Okay, you can feel that it's turned. We're now going to keep the movement going, but rotating it to the left. We'll dance it first. We're going to use the same timing as the Argentine Stroll. So we've got our 4 slows. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're going to keep the gancho as it is. So you're going to run very slightly turning, quick, quick, slow, and. Okay, so you've got a hero to left, a hero to right, a hero to left, and then a little gancho on the end. Oh. Yeah. So we're going from the hook.
From the hook.
Yeah. And we'll stop. Okay. So slow, quick, quick, slow, and. Okay, you close.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm expecting it to go.
No, I was going to stop. So we've got the 4 slows. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're in that promenade position, ready to go, as we did before, but just a little curl on the end. Quick, quick, slow, and. Woo! Nice. Now, my steps, mine are easy. Well, they're the same as the stroll. So just do my steps first.
Yes.
I'll just double check.
Check, see how things are going.
So we've done the hook, the down, the hero to the right with a frontaccio on the end. It's just the same, except we're going to curl it round. So before we did forward, side, back, side, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just the same, but taking it round to the left this time. So we go forward, side, back, side. Then we're in a promenade position of sorts. So we're just going to run forward, turning it very slightly towards the end. Forward, side, back, gancho. Okay, I hope that makes sense.
Liz Kelly says, "Oh, I like it." Saying my hubby's not here.
Yeah, it is hard. If you're on your own, we do.
Ian
do
O'Malley
appreciate-
wants me to demonstrate my steps with this,
Will we get a
with my
fat
back to the
rascal for
camera.
it? Will we get a fat rascal for it?
Ian, if you're listening, which we hope you are, you can see your turns, can't you?
It's amazing. That was like the marathon watching all day. So I'll do it once more for follow-up. So we've done our hook. We're coming down. So as we do our round the back, this is just the same, except we curl it round. Quick, quick, slow, and. Now we're going to do the hero to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it goes forward. Quick, quick, slow, and.
Ian says yes. Okay.
Made me very happy. Okay, so you're going to do with your back to the
Camera.
camera and the next, your rouleaus, your
Yes.
2 rouleaus.
Yeah. So with my back to the camera, okay, I've got my step forward, and there is another press line, so my partner can do, either the hook or the high vallejo. Now, as I'm turning, my body, upper body, is turning it. When I get to here, this is where I step through the cicada, and this displaces her right foot. Okay? As you can see, I'm still turning to the right. Now the rouleau comes round with a slow, slow. From here, as my partner does her first steps going round into her hero to the left, I'm going to do another rouleau. There's the 1, 2. Now as my partner does her next steps to finish the hero to the left off, here I'm going to do another rouleau, but this one now comes round the back with a 1, 2. And to make sure with this one, so I can line my partner up to go down the line of dance, I will turn my position here, ready to execute that. So basically what you're doing is, for the leader, 3 rouleaus from here. We've got the cicada, there's the first rouleau, there's the second one, there's the third one, and then we've got a quick, quick, slow, and.
Yeah. So for leaders, on those 4 slows that we did, it's nothing like those now. The follower steps remain the same, but it's impossible for the leader to, because you're right in the middle of that circle. So your steps on the 1, 2, 3, 4 are now rouleau, close, in a sense, aren't they?
I'm executing those rouleaus, and I'll show. If I don't do it, you'll see. And this, some people would actually do this, and I mean, I don't mean people sort of hardened Argentine Tango leaders. You would see some people that haven't done Argentine Tango for much. That as I come out of this press line here, okay, they would move round, and from here they would more than likely stay still and move around this way again, and then they try and execute it. So I'm putting styling in using the rouleaus.
Yeah, and that's what it should be.
Yeah, and that's what it should be.
Yeah.
But what you're executing a smoothness of it also from here. This is the first one. This is the second. There's the third, and then
run. Run away.
Yes.
So let's show how that fits together. Now you've seen both sets, and we'll try and do it with a timing as well, and then we'll have a few goes to music. So we've got the hook. Okay, so this is a slow, quick, slow, and. So our first step, follower goes forward left, leader does the rouleau, 1. I step to the side, leader closes, 2. So we are both doing a sort of a ronde on the third count, but this time, leader, you're doing it with your left as well as follower, both doing it with our left, so you see a nice similarity there. And then leader closes, follower steps to the side. Then you're together, you should just try and end up being together on the end of fourth slow, so then you can do your gancho. There's a bit more rotation at the end. So we'll do it fluidly again. So from the hook, so we come down, quick, slow, and 1, 2, 3, 4, run, quick, slow, and. Does that make sense? It's something that if you've never done Argentine Tango before, that has really thrown you in the deep end. If you have done Argentine Tango, hopefully you'll go, I get it, I see how that fits.
I noticed before when Honeyman here was doing her steps that I think it was Brenda down in Devon up there that said, ooh, she said, this looks totally different. Now all as we've done is the very same steps basically as going down the line of dance in the Argentine Stroll, but we've executed them in what really is a proper Argentine Tango style.
Yeah, an authentic Argentine Tango. Obviously the Argentine Stroll is fantastic.
Yes.
And it gives you such a great flavour, but you wouldn't be able to do it on the spot. There'd be no sequence feel about it, so they just lengthened it out so it runs down the line of dance. But it's quite nice to understand.
You will notice how we executed that we finished here in the Argentine Stroll, so that's where we finish once again with the Argentine Tango. When we've executed this second part with the rouleaus, it's taken us one way, it's taken us back around, but we've positioned ourselves to go down the line of dance.
Down that corner.
Yeah, we're going to go around the corner. Yes.
So, just we're of time.
Yes.
So shall we dance the hero section twice?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll show what it looks like. If you want to join us, fantastic. If you just want to have a little look, then maybe play with it at some point, even better. And then we do the whole thing through 3 times. Can we squeeze all that in? Okay, so we'll do it just the hero section twice, and then we'll run it all the way through 3 times. And you can do your standard one, or you can do this little pivoty one. I don't know which one he's going to choose. I'll let him lead. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, so let's do it all the way through now.
Yes.
3 goes to finish off. Shall we just keep it going for 3?
Yes, we'll just...
And I'm going to just follow you.
Are you?
So you might stroll it or you might Argentine Tango it. Okay, you ready? Here we go, everybody. Let's go for the evening. Well done, everybody. I thought we might have lost quite a few by the end, thinking it's perhaps not what everybody wants, but there's still about 50 at the end.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, thank you for staying with us, and even if it's just having a little look, it's all useful information, I think.
Yes, it's traditional Argentine tango is a lovely dance.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah. And it's worth understanding, if nothing else.
Yes, it takes a while to get to understand.
Yeah,
doesn't it,
yeah. Yes, yeah. And it might be something we come back to. It depends how long, obviously, we're off. But we might come back to it at some stage. Also, thank you to everyone who sent their emails in. I think they're about 15, 16.
Mm-hmm.
So we've added you all to the newsletter list. If anyone out there did miss that on Saturday, if you send me your email address, I'll just via Messenger or in the comments or whatever, and I'll add you to the distribution list. And then when we know what in the future, we might put things on and we'll let you know. And we can do it all again.
Right, we should be back Friday morning.
Yes.
With the third part. So make sure you're had a good night's sleep. Feeling very energetic Friday morning, 11:30.
Yes.
And
then finish off
third part of the
tango
load, and on Friday evening we shall finish off the tango.
Obviously there's only about 3 or 4 bars left, not much left.
And I'll give you a little bit more of the history.
Yes,
So, as ever, stay safe, stay well, keep dancing and keep practicing. And even if you're not watching us, still make sure that you're safe and you move the furniture back. But from us to you, good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Take care.
Love you all. See you on Friday.